Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Elite and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, we are going to be testing a team for the new Series 6 of the Pokemon VGC format that basically banned a bunch of Pokemon. If you didn't know, go check out yesterday's video to get yourself caught up, but today we are using the team that I have been testing a little bit on ladder. I played I think 5 games with it in total thus far. We're going to get in more today. It looks like a series, a series 1 team and a season 1 team with the AV Duraludon, Likely Grimmsnarl, the Akaberry Amoonguss, the Lumberry Braviary, Life Orb Rotom, and an Ogleberry Arcanine. So we're going to hop in on ladder now. I actually did drop on ladder a little bit. We're currently 1555, so not terrible, but definitely could get back up a little bit. We're going to see what this team can do. We're actually going to name this team Series 6 just so I'll be able to identify better. Okay, so that is named. So let's go and battle with this team. I do like the core. I think Duraludon is pretty good. We are going to see how it performs. Now this is actually a rental team that I faced in the Mount Silver Charity Tournament. It is Cobaberry Whimsicott. So that's going to be interesting. So we see the Braviary. I'm writing this stuff down. See the Braviary. We see the Whims. We see the Dracovish. Now Dracovish can be a bit of a problem for this team. We see the Indeedee. We see the Toxtricity. We see the Cinderace. Now, honestly, looking at this matchup, I really like a Rotom Arcanine lead. I don't know if I like Arcanine lead. I like a Rotom lead here definitely because it counters something like the Braviary. That's very good. We do have to be careful. Although Duraludon does kind of go crazy on this team. Duraludon actually goes crazy on this team. So we could actually go something like a Duraludon Grimmsnarl, which I think looks a little bit better. You want Rotom in the back, obviously, to deal with something like the Dracovish. Braviary doesn't look that good here. It gets outsped and gets killed by Toxtricity. It only really deals with the Whimsicott, but again, that's Cobaberry. Not good against the Dracovish. Amoonguss isn't the best here just because then we can't deal with the Indeedee, then we lose to the Cinderace, and Amoonguss really only deals with something like the Whimsicott or the Dracovish here. While Arcanine provides much more utility, being able to switch and being able to deal with something like the Cinderace, the Toxtricity, and potentially even the Indeedee, given the certain circumstance and how offensive it is. So we are going to bring Arcanine here, and we're going to see he does lead the Cinderace Indeedee here. So this is actually a pretty good turn for us. What we can do is we can just go for I'm going to go for a max 1 wind here, and I'm going to just set up a Reflect here. I think that's within my best interest to do. I don't think he really has to switch him for this. He's just going to Dynamax the Cinderace as they all do. We're going to Dynamax the Duraludon. He's going to Reflect. He's going to go for the Max Darkness here. So I think that's a good play. Because now he does at least get a D-Gleam off, which is going to do a lot, don't get me wrong. We get to go for Max 1, which is going to do just about half to the Cinderace. So yeah, that did a lot for sure. And he can go for another Darkness here. Do I want to preserve Grimmsnarl here? Grimmsnarl could still be good, especially if we get rid of the Indeedee. Also, his attack is down on the Cinderace. We could go for the Light Screen here. Light Screen could be more valuable, although we would go down to the D-Gleam. But at this point, I don't think getting a Thunder Wave off would be good. So I think I am just going to go for the Max 1 win. And I think I'm just going to go for a Light Screen here. Because he's gonna Knuckle here, but that shouldn't be doing a lot. Yeah, we're going to eat that. And what is he going to go for? He's just going to go for another D-Gleam. And we get to KO his Cinderace there turn 2, which is pretty good. But his Indeedee is looking like a bit of a threat. But we do have Light Screen up. Another thing to note is what is he going to bring down here? I'd say he brings out maybe something like a Dracovish here. So I think Rotom's pretty good. He actually brings out Braviary. I was debating whether I should go Arcanine there, but I decided against it. He is probably just going to go for a close combat and a D-Gleam here. What I can do instead is I can we know it. Okay, that is Sash and Indeedee, so I can just go for a I can go for a Darkness here. And I think a close combat plus a I think a close combat will definitely KO. but he doesn't want to get KO'd in return. I think I'm just going to double target the Indeedee here. He's going to expanding force here. We actually get the Thunderbolt off here, which is really good for us. He's going to close combat and KO us, unfortunately. So we get to know that he is, well, indeed the fastest hand in the field. I can go Arcanine, which is going to raise, so I probably should have just targeted down the Braviary here. Because now he gets to just like launch off a couple attacks on us, which isn't good. I think I need to target down the Braviary here to get rid of it and protect our Arcanine. Just to see, I mean, if we can. I don't really know how this is gonna go. We're gonna protect our Arcanine. He's gonna protect his Braviary, so that's probably game. I actually went Trick Room, which I don't understand why he did. I'm really confused as why he actually went Trick Room here. Because my Rotom should be faster. So I can just Flare Blitz and I can just Thunderbolt here. But he's actually fast Braviary, which is really bad for us. We will get a Thunderbolt off though, I suppose, so that's pretty good. And if we can KO the... No, okay, so we... That doesn't even KO. I don't know why. Oh, because we flinched, okay. So, that's a loss there. I think if we Thunderbolted the Braviary, we would have been okay, but I think not getting rid of the Indeedee early on was the reason why we lost. Actually, no, it was 100% definitely the reason why we lost. Alright, so we see my opponent is rocking actually a very interesting team. This is why I need to get higher up on the ladder. You know, team, like once you reach 1500s, they just use gimmicks, and I don't know what the heck to do against this. So we see Dusclops, Abomasnow. Like, who the frick uses this mon? Like, I'm sorry, but like it's watch me lose to this, but I don't think this is good. So you see Toxtricity as well with the Dhelmise. You see the Urshifu, and we see the Duraludon. Now, one thing to note is that maybe Max Darkness KOs the Dusclops. I think a Duraludon Grimmsnarl is a pretty good lead here just because we can deny his Trick Room. Duraludon looks very good, pretty good, and matches up well against everything else. We do have to have a switch into his Duraludon, which is going to be the Arcanine. Arcanine is just incredibly good in this matchup. Rotom isn't amazing here just because it dies to this, dies to that. It can't deal enough damage. It gets Nightshaded, Blizzard, or whatever. Braviary, yet again, isn't very good here. Just because it doesn't deal enough. I'd say Mungus is definitely better because we get a Sludge Bomb off. We can put things asleep with Spore and whatnot. So he's actually going to lead Urshifu and this. He can actually just go for a Sludge Bomb here and for a close combat. And we do know he's probably Sash on that, on that Urshifu. And I can't even Thunder Wave the Urshifu. Which is unfortunate. What I can do, however, is I can... He's gonna go for a close combat. I don't exactly know what I want to do here. I'm gonna Max Wormwind you, and I'm just gonna go Arcanine here. Max Wormwind because it'll lower your attack, which is gonna be good here. Yeah, he's just gonna close combat. That does a lot more than I would have wanted it to. Yeah, okay, so now we're gonna be in range. At least we get that off, but now we're gonna be in range of. Yeah, that wasn't actually great. Also, why did Overdrive do so much? But I think we almost needed to do that. Abomasnow can go for the Protect here. He's probably just going to, I'm going to double down on this Urshifu if I really want to get rid of it. He's just going to close combat the Arcanine. I actually live with the Arcanine, which is pretty nice here. I get to Flare with this for, oh jeez, I did not mean to do that then. He actually sets Aurivale though, but we got rid of this. He still has Dynamax here, which is unfortunate. He's probably going to Dynamax his Dhelmise if I were to have to guess, or Protect it. I think it's very safe to just Steel Spike the Abomasnow and go for Willis into the Dragapult, or into the Dhelmise here. He's gonna get his Policy off, sure, but if we connect this Willis, which we do, we can really negate some of that damage, and we get a Steel Spike off. And yeah, it does proc the Sash of the Abomasnow there, but I think this is fine. I'll just Phantasm, but because we got that defense boost, it's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. I would like to get... he actually can go for an Ice Shard here to pick up the KO. With the stuff in back, do we have enough to be able to deal with it? Between Reflect and Sludge Bomb, we might not have enough to deal with it. Although I can't... Like, Abomasnow does pose a threat with its Blizzard. So what I should do is I should double up into this Abomasnow, I think. Just go for something like Flare Blitz here. Because he's just going to Ice Shard. Like, there was nothing I could really do to prevent that. But we get rid of the Abomasnow here, which is which is honestly the most important thing. We can't just Puppy Reflect here, and you do get a Steel Spike off, which is going to be very unfortunate, and I can't Rage Powder and I can't Spore, so I'll just Sludge Bomb here. You get a Steel Spike off, that's not able to KO, which is good, and I can get a Sludge Bomb off, and now we just start fake tearsing away, and just going for the Sludge Bomb to chip you down. He's gonna Anchor Shot there, so we at least get the Sludge Bomb chip. So actually that's able to crit and being able to win, although I don't know if he was going to be able to win from just that position, but we did win with the Amoonguss there, because Amoonguss was able to put in the work just in the back, which is pretty good, so good job to Amoonguss there, did pretty well. Like, what did we do well that match? I don't really know. Like, I actually think we kind of played poorly. But I feel like getting off that initial pressure was good. But we're going to go for another match. Hopefully play a little bit better. It is late at night, so I'm not sure. I just want some content to go for the channel. These are the type of teams that, you know, I'm just intrigued to face. So we see the Sylveon. We see the Exca. See the Conch. See the Sableye. See the Zard, and we see the Rotom Wash. So Duraludon doesn't look good as a lead at all. Just because he has the Zard there, Zard can just dumpster, just absolutely dumpster. So I actually could lead an Arcanine Grimmsnarl because we're gonna be 1 point faster than this Charizard. Yeah, I'm gonna lead Arcanine Grimmsnarl. I think that's a very solid lead against this team. Amoonguss here isn't looking the greatest. It can deal with the Conch, it can deal with the Rotom, it can deal with the Sylveon, so actually maybe the Amoonguss. Braviary isn't the best here. No, Braviary doesn't deal with enough. Rotom can deal with the almost everything. I mean, Duraludon, what does Duraludon deal with? Not the Conch, not the no, because we'd have to max Duraludon to make use of it, and I don't really know if I really want to do that, because Duraludon's not going to switch in safely to anything. It's going to take so much damage from a Wildfire. I'd rather bring Rotom and Amoonguss here. He's going to lead Sableye Charizard, so this is actually the ideal lead. Oh, we don't outspeed this Charizard, so that's incredibly bad, because he can actually just fake out and go for a max Airstream here. But I can go for the Snarl, and I can go indeed for the Light Screen here. I mean, yeah, I mean, we shouldn't die to a hit, and if, like, let's say the Sableye goes for fake out, we should live with either one. If the Sableye goes for Sunny Day, we get a Light Screen off. So I think it should work either way, hopefully. He's just gonna fake. I mean, he's smart. Yeah. We are actually faster than this Charizard, which is really surprising. So he's just gonna max Airstream. That won't do. Like, we'll live that somehow. Sableye can't quash us since we are a Dark type. I am just gonna pop a Light Screen and just gonna keep snarling. Or I could Thunder Wave his butt and then keep snarling. Yeah, I'm gonna Thunder Wave the Charizard here. Because, like, instead of popping a Light Screen, I can reduce its speed, you know what I mean? And kind of, like, negate its usefulness here. So instead of popping that, I can go for a Snarl here, which will be pretty good. And yeah, you shouldn't be able to quash Grimmsnarl here, which is pretty good. He's just gonna Sunny Day. We miss our Thunder Wave, which sounds just about right, honestly, if you ask me. That sounds like how it would work, if you ask me. We're going to miss the Sableye as well, so that's always good because it's not like that chip damage was great on Sableye or anything. Nope. Alright, so here I think we just make the same play though. If we're God, we can... Okay, so okay, no. I don't think we live at, hold on, how much did Airstream do? 90? We went for Sunny Day, it did 90. I went for Snarl. I shouldn't live. I think I just protect and Thunder Wave the Charizard here. Okay, we paralyzed that thing, and it gets paralyzed. Thank you. That's always nice that we get that full para. And you might say, oh, well, that mattered. Well, you know what? I missed my thing last time, so I'll take those. And now what I can do is just Snarl again, and I can pop Light Screen here. I think. Yeah. So we're just playing it very passively, trying to chip his team down just a little bit. Rotom, he's going to go for the Heat Wave, misses, which is nice. He's not able to KO. He's just going to nasty play here with the Rotom. So what I can actually do now is, This is actually a very tough call. I could Flare Blitz the Rotom here, and I can just Fake Tears it as well. Just to try to get rid of that threat and like to deal quite a bit of damage to it and like Fake Tears it as well. Charizard's paralyzed, which I actually would have preferred if Charizard didn't get paralyzed there, but the Solar Power is going to slowly tick away at it. What I can do is I can go for another Snarl here, and I can go for another Fake Tears into Rotom, constantly trying to chip it down, which would be pretty good here. I don't want Arcanine to die just yet because Arcanine is going to be faster than the Rotom, so a Snarl could be pretty good here. So I think Snarl and Fake Tears is honestly just pretty good against my opponent here. Being able to chip down the scene, like, yeah, he chipped down my Arcanine and Grimmsnarl, but we still have our Rotom in the back, and Rotom's like incredibly good against his team. And we do have a Mungus there to just pressure the Rotom. He's going to go Sableye here. So, I mean, that's a good play on his part, yeah. I agree with that play. But poor Charizard, he misses, which actually I would have preferred him to not miss. But what I can do here is, actually, I have an incredibly safe... Hold on, I have an incredibly safe Snarl and an incredibly safe Nasty Plot? I don't think I need to Nasty Plot at this point just because we are Life Orb Rotom, so we will be able to KO some stuff. I'm just going to go from Max Line into the Sableye. I think this is when I start, yeah. Because, oh, nice, we missed on the Zard. Always good to see. Paralyzed? Hey, not bad. Because we should have picked up the KO on that anyways. Alright, thank God. It's just like we're like both getting lucky and unlucky. We're getting lucky because we're getting lucky on our misfortunes. Like, our misfortunes could have been so much worse, but now Excadrill, it is Mold Breaker Excadrill. But what I can do is I could Flare Blitz this Excadrill, just to deal the most amount of damage to it possible. Which actually isn't the worst idea possible, since I can just Flare Blitz and go for a Geyser here into the Excadrill. That should pick up the KO, just get it out of the way, so we can win in the late game. He's gonna go for the Rock Slide. I don't know why. Maybe because, oh, he's Earthquake on his Excadrill, that's why. Okay, so we're able to pick up the KO there. Rotom is gonna go for the Nasty Plot, but we can just go Amoonguss here. Amoonguss can start redirecting the Thunderbolts. We're just gonna go for Rage Powder, and we're gonna go for a Max Landing into the Rotom here. And we just go for the Max Lightning. That's just going to pick up the KO on the Rotom, so that is GG to my opponent. That was a bit longer of a game just because of the misses that that happened. I don't know how he's 1600s. Like, I don't know. That, like, these teams seem weird. They seem they are experimental teams, as I would say. I'm not, like, the only Pokemon I haven't used was Braviary, so I might change Braviary to something else for the team. But here's a matchup that we can actually use Braviary, sort of. We see the Wims, Duraludon, Arcanine, Dracozolt, Corviknight, and the Rillaboom. I was looking at this, I'm like, wait, shouldn't Whimsicott and Rillaboom be banned? But no, like, this is still Series 5. We're just testing out a Series 6 team. People are still allowed to use a Series 5 team. So we see my opponent has the Whimsicott, which is going to be the Tailwind variant. We're going to see the Duraludon, which is probably going to be an AB variant, as we're going to see the Dracozolt will probably be something like a Life Orb variant. We're going to see the Arcanine. We're going to see the Dracozolt. Very solid team. We're going to see the Corviknight. God, Corviknight's like Red Eye looks just absolutely incredible, even on Pokemon Showdown. We see the Rillaboom. Alright. So, what do I want to lead here? Duraludon's always a good lead. We're leading Duraludon 100%. But if he leads Arcanine, I kind of want to lead... I can only Braviary here. Yeah, I want to lead Braviary. Okay, what's not good here? Hold on. I gotta assess what is good to find out, like, what I should do here. I don't know if I want to lead Grim right away. It's just because then we don't apply a lot of pressure. I could lead Rotom, but I don't think Rotom's going to be that good in this matchup. Amoonguss isn't going to be great just because this thing can one-shot us. Alright, I need to think. If, like, the only way Braviary is going to work in this, we're definitely around now. The only way Braviary is going to work in this matchup is if they lead Arcanine. Even then, I'm not exactly so sure, because if they just Tailwind, this thing one-shots us, right? So it's not good. I need to lead, I think, Grimmsnarl as well. No, I'm going to lead Arcanine here. I want Grim in the back, yeah, because Grim in the back with screens could be really good here. And then do I want Rotom or do I want Amoonguss? Rotom can help deal with something like the Corviknight in the back, can help deal with something like the Arcanine in the back, while Amoonguss doesn't deal with that, but helps deal with something like the Dracozolt. But I will just go Rotom in the back, just because it is better all around. We do see this as their lead, so this is actually preferable to see, because what I can do is they will probably go for something like the Max Quake here, into probably most likely into something like the Arcanine, just to try to remove it, just because this thing is incredibly strong. What I can do is I can go for the Max Whirlwind into the Dracozolt, and I don't want them to get the boost, so I will just go Rotom here. They're gonna Dynamax. Let's see if they go for the Max Quake here. I'm intrigued as to what they go for. Please tell me you go Max Quake. Okay, so you do that into that, so I didn't make the best play there, but at least we get damage off on that, which is nice. You can go for a Moonblast here. He can go for a Moonblast here and another Max Quake. I thought he went Max Quake the Arcanine, so that's partially my fault. But I guess what I can do at this point is I can go for a Max Whirlwind, and a Moonblast plus a Max Quake is going to KO, right? Oh no, it will not. Yeah, it will not KO. So what I can do is Max Whirlwind, and I can probably break Sash and just go for a free Thunderbolt into that. He's gonna Max Whirlwind that. Oh, and he crits us as well, so our luck continues. But we're gonna see. I don't know that crit mattered, honestly, because it is Dracozolt. Who knows? But we get to know that he's Tailwind, Helping Hand, which means he's probably Moonblast Protect as his last. Which means he's not an Eject Button variant, at least I wouldn't think so, because I have Duraludon, and it seems most likely that he's going to go his Arcanine. At this point, I feel like I want to go Grimmsnarl. He's gonna, yeah, because what now I can do is I should be able to Fake Tears this, right, and be able to one-shot. I'm gonna go for Max Darkness, and I'm just going to Fake Tears. He's gonna Moonblast. That shouldn't one-shot me. He's gonna Snarl. So this isn't going to KO, which is fine. Actually, yeah, I should have KO'd there. Yeah. I should have Wormwinded, I thought. Yeah, I should have Wormwinded, definitely. I can just go for the Light Screen, though, I think. And I can honestly just go for a Dark Pulse here at this point. Although Dark Pulse will not... Dark Pulse should KO, so I'll just Light Screen here, yeah. Although I'm not exactly so sure. It is going to KO though, so that's pretty good. And their Tailwind peters out. Probably could have played that a little bit better. Probably could have went for the Wormwind there, honestly. But we get to see his last Monons, and honestly, Arcanine looks solid against any one of these Pokemon. It is the Corviknight. He is going to go for the Body Press. And he's going to Moonblast. If he's not fast, I don't think this matters. So what I can do is I can just double the Corviknight with both a... I don't know. I actually don't know what I want to do here. Would I rather get rid of the Whimsicott, or would I think I want to get rid of the Corviknight here, I think. He's just going to Tailwind. He's going to Brave Bird, which does a heck of a lot of damage, actually more than I would have liked. Arcanine at least is going to proc its Berry here, which is pretty good for us, as that means we can live another hit. Corviknight does go down, so that should be game. I don't think we risk Flare Blitz damage, because what I can do is I can... Okay, yeah, I could have just Snarled there to reduce its damage anyways, but that's going to be another game. We'll go in for one more here. One more. I think one more looks pretty good here. Hopefully this has been entertaining. It's cool trying out a new team, especially one that I'm not that familiar with. We actually face another very cool team. Is going to be the Lax Durant, which I've not seen in so long. I've not seen since Lukemir used it. The Lukemir, actually, a good friend of mine passed me the team of Durant that I took to 23rd in the world on battlespot. But it's been a while since I used that team. We see the Grim as well, so another Grim player. We see the Colossal. We see the Preem. We see the Urshifu. Now, one thing to note is that Colossal kind of screws us over. If it is Surf Primarina, although I think it is Aqua Jet. I think I can... How do I deal with the Colossal here? How do I deal with everything that he has in one package? Now, Rotom, I don't think can live a Overgrowth here. I don't know if it's possible. Could lead Rotom Amoonguss. That could be pretty good, but I still think that Lax, especially against something like a Snorlax here. But yeah, I I like Amoonguss here as a lead at the very least. Amoonguss is pretty good as a lead. What is not good here? Like Arcanine is meh. So, like, yeah, I can deal with the Durant, but if it max Quakes, you know, no. Arcanine's not that good here. Because we want to Spore the Snorlax, in all honesty, yeah. Grimmsnarl is going to be good here, but later on, I'd rather like a Amoonguss Rotom here with a Duraludon, Grimmsnarl, and back option. We are going to see the Primarina Colossal. I can just go for the Rage Powder. And I could go for the Max Geyser here, but I'm feeling a bit crazy. I'm gonna Max Lightning the Primarina, expecting him to protect the Colossal. Am I crazy? He's definitely protecting, right? Without a doubt, I'm Sludge Bombing and I'm Thunderbolting. Primarina's a threat. I'd rather get rid of it here, if I can. Protect, perfect, gone. It didn't die, but I mean, it's at least somewhat gone, you know. Rage Powder. You could switch back out into Primarina. That's the issue. So I guess I'll just Sludge Bomb and I'll Lightning, or I'll Sludge Bomb. Do I Geyser the slot? Like, why would you Dynamax here, though? No, you're definitely switching to Primarina, 100%. Sludge Bomb and Lightning. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to call that. He does get the light screen up, which is unfortunate here, but this should be doing a lot. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, go. Cool. This is gonna bring in Urshifu. Urshifu is going to be taking a lot of damage here. I don't think he can KO my Rotom, so what I can do is I can just go for a Sludge Bomb. And at this point, I should go for a Geyser just so we can get up the thing for Colossal here. Although if he Dynamaxes Urshifu, that could be a bit of a problem, but I will just go for something like a Sludge Bomb. And I mean, I could go for Lightning here. I ain't gonna Lightning here. He's gonna Paralyze the Amoonguss, which I think is a good play. That does so much damage to that does so much damage to us. Honestly, I'm very surprised by that. This is annoying because we can Low, I don't think goes through Maxo, but we can go for the Rage Powder here. And we can at the very least go for something like a Geyser, which should be able to KO. It should be able to KO the Urshifu. So Wicked Blow does redirect in there. That might be Banded just based upon how much that did. He does bring in Colossal here, but Colossal is not going to be able to be faster. He can't even Thunder Wave us either. He can't protect here, so this is pretty good just because we made some pretty good predictions here. I mean, is there really any reason to Rage Powder here? No, I should just Sludge Bomb and try to get rid of the Grim, because Grim going for Thunder Wave is going to be annoying. And I should just Hydro Pump here. I think that's my safest play. He's going to Dynamax. I think we connected the Hydro Pump here as well. We do. One-shots the Colossal there, which is really good for us. He's going to Foul Play, knock out the Amoonguss, and then we take out that. So that is GG. Man tried to outplay us, but we're like, nope, we outplayed him. And look at that, we're back at the 1600s. Wow, it feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Oh, I don't want to talk to Cortana. All right. So what did we do right in this battle? I think it was definitely our lead. Our lead put up a lot of pressure against his team because it specifically was like, hey, if you lead Colossal Primarina, we can threaten that lead pretty well. If you lead Durant, I mean, at least we can go for the Rage Powder and a Geyser. So like we have like ways around that, or we like could do some maneuverability. You know what? Like we could get around that. If they lead Snorlax, at least we have Spore pressure. You know what I mean? We can pressure with Spore. You know, a lot of good leads. And even if they let Urshifu, we could pressure with this. Although that might have been Banded just because of how much that did. I'm not exactly so sure because Urshifu is heckin' strong, but because Rotom is sort of a bulky boy, I'm inclined to believe that's Banded, but he's going to lead Preem Colossal. So turn 1, I predict him to protect the Colossal. So this was actually just a prediction-based game. So I decided, I'm like, why don't we just Thunderbolt the Grimmsnarl here and ignore that. And we get some really good damage, and we Sludge Bomb. It's not able to KO the Grimmsnarl, but actually I'm glad that it wasn't able to KO because like, even though this was annoying, it would have given him a free switch into something like a Primarina. Like, yeah, there would have been mind games, but I don't know. We just predict him again, go for the lightning here, and go for the sludge bomb. So 2 turns in a row, we're just able to predict him. As now, as he goes back into Urshifu, goes for the Thunder Wave there. He's able to crit us. That probably is banded just because I don't think any Urshifu should be able to one-shot a Rotom if it's not Dynamax. That could have one-shot us. He's going to Rage Powder. He's going to Wicked Blow into this. I just go for the Max Geyser because I'm like, I'll set up the rain here because I feel like and G-Max Colossal could probably live a Rotom Hydro Pump. Even a Life Orb Rotom Hydro Pump if it's outside of rain with Light Screen up. But I figured to myself, well, if you do get that off, that's not the biggest concern. Let's say I miss the Hydro Pump. Yet again, we don't proc his policy. But let's say I connected. Maybe I deal... Like, let's say it doesn't even KO. I have Grim in the back, right? And I have an AV Duraludon. You know what I mean? So I was good. But he's forced to max his Colossal here. I just go for Hydro Pump. One-shot the Colossal there. He just goes for Foul Play into the Rotom. Knocks out Rotom here, but then Amoonguss is actually able to put into work. Amoonguss really, I've not used Amoonguss in VGC before. I don't think ever. I mean, I started in 2019. I don't think I ever used it in 2019, but honestly, this team's really showcasing how really good it is. I did not use Braviary once this live, so we're actually going to take that Mon out. Just delete it, I think. Yeah, we're just going to delete this Mon and probably place it for somewhere else, but I'm telling you, I really like this core right now. The Duraludon, Grimmsnarl, Amoonguss, Rotom, Wash, and Arcanine. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Had some really fun battles and hype for the new season. But if you enjoyed today's episode, smash the like button down below and please subscribe for more featured content. But anyways, guys, you know who it is. I'm Everglade Galate, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.